I don't want to do that. Hey everybody, it's Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. Good evening. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. Hey everybody, it's Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. Remember, you can always check out our shop button. You can see what's available in the shop. You can walk around. If you want to ask a question about some of the fish, some of the corals we have in stock, go ahead, feel free. Again, we have a lot of things in stock this week. We're getting more stuff in on Wednesday. We have our beautiful little discus fish over here. I'm hoping to get some more assorted colors, but yeah, this guy's about 2 inches. The rest of these guys are about 1.5 inches. We have a bunch of our angel fish available. So right now, we're running a special, $25 for 3, so that's $8 per angel. Oh, we'll just make them $8. We also have, I've been pushing these guys really hard, but we have our freshwater moray eel. They're an actual true freshwater eel. They do not convert to brackish water. They like to eat a lot of ghost shrimp. They love to eat tilapia fillets. They like to eat Gulf Coast shrimp. Pretty much, if they can fit it in their mouths, they are going to eat it. But we have 2 left in stock for the week. Pretty exciting stuff. Over here, we have the exclamation point chili raseboras. These guys are great for microsystems. Right now, they're $4. We got them listed for $4, and we also have the green kobu tie for $7. What's special about the green kobu tie? You can see. They're still eggs. I should start seeing some hatching tomorrow. I had another pair together today, but the male totally failed. He wasn't up to the task of building a bubble nest. So yeah, I gave him 2 days, and he's done. So I don't have Dalmatian mollies. I can show you what I do have right now. Actually, I think I have a male over here. Yeah, not this guy, but I do have a tank full of gold dust lyre-tail mollies. They're outside in one of my breeding systems. Um, there's at least 50 in there. I can order more. We're getting an order in on Monday, so if they're available, I might be able to get them in on the order. Fire eels, no. The only eels we have this week, I have 2 zigzag eels. There's one right there. There's another hiding in the pipe. And then we have the freshwater moray, which they are about 12 to 14 inches long right now, but they'll max out at about 3 feet. Yeah, yeah. I think you're on yesterday. Um, but yeah, I have to check to see what's available through the vendors. I know they didn't have fire eels last week. I've been trying to get them, but it's just been tough. It's been tough trying to find a lot of fish this week. But yeah, here's some more. So these guys, the gold dust mollies, they keep breeding. So you see this male here, he has the lyre tail. You see the long extra fins on him, extra long caudal fins. So yeah, these guys have been breeding like crazy. Even some of the babies here have had babies because I have like micro baby living in here right now. They pop up every so often. Yeah, yeah. But it's a Senegalese albino and not the ornate, the other one. So I've seen breeding behavior from them, but I've never seen them breed. So I'm not sure if they're wild caught, if there is someone who's breeding them somewhere in the world. But I don't know, for some reason, I feel like a lot of them are wild caught. But when I worked at the zoo, we had two giant ones. They were about a foot and a half, and they were always dancing and courting with each other. But we never seen any eggs from them. The moray, they're $50 this week. I think I dropped them down to 40 yesterday just because we wanted them to move. But yeah, they've been doing really well, and I think when I get down to one, I might buy the last one because I've had a lot of fun with these little eels. I think they're great. I think they're absolutely great. Oh, I also have some balloon belly mollies here too. And again, they've been having babies like crazy. I wonder if we can see any of their. Yeah, look. There's one of their babies off to the back over there, and there's a couple other ones over there. So again, not my cup of tea, balloon belly mollies, but they're breeding. We also have our female bettas. We have a ton of female betas right now. I think we have over 30 females this week. So we're trying to move some of these girls. All our female betas are $16. During the live stream, if you purchase some, you'll be able to pick out the beta that you want. We can separate them, and then we can get them packed up, shipped out on Monday. This one's a crown tail. So I think she's the only female crown tail beta that we have this week. Crown tail koi. So that makes her a little bit unique. But yeah, of course, we got all our multicolors. We got our orange koi or orange Nemo. So with that, the only your tank is gonna be full. Your tank isn't full right now, but it's gonna be full in the future. When all those guys grow up, because they're gonna get pretty big. Um, the one fish I would worry about is the golden algae eater. That fish only gets about 4 to 5 inches, but they stay really long. And if they can fit in the Bishur's mouth, the Bishur's definitely going to try to eat them. Without a doubt, he's going to try to eat them. Just move one. How thick do they get? I believe they only get about as thick as my arm. I think they get about yay thick. They're not going to be like a Brazilian dragon, but they are going to get thick. Yeah. But yeah, there's still a lot of fun, and I always see recommended tank sizes for them are 125 and bigger. But you just have to make sure any roommates that they have can't fit in their mouths. Nah, it's okay. I'm a little exhausted too. We did a big fish tank cleaning today. And when I came home, I pretty much just wanted to take a nap. But I had work to do. So hopefully I have an early night tonight. But yeah, we're getting a new fish order in on Wednesday, hopefully. I got to talk to my vendor because he wasn't working on Thursday. Oh, he's getting better. He's not 100%. We can take a look at him, though. There he is. So right now he's in praziquantel. I believe there's antibiotics in the water, and I put Icex in here. So yeah, he's been doing a little bit better. He's still kind of clumsy, but we're still going to keep an eye on him. Yeah, my other ranchers are doing better, and then I think we're getting 15 small red and white ranchus in on Wednesday. Yeah, we're getting smaller ranchus over here because these are nice. I do like them when they're bigger. But yeah, just to make them more affordable, they're probably going to be around $15, $16 when they come in. But yeah, they'll probably be his size over here. So he's about inch and a half. And hi, Cheyenne. Your eels are still here. Yeah, I think the dark one in the back, that one's yours. But we got this little derp right here. Boop. Oh, and then you got your gouramis too that are coming to you. You got a lot of fish coming to you this week. But yeah, I'm just trying to finalize. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just trying to finalize my fish order for Wednesday. Ha! My breaker tripped. Let's see if I can fix that. Oh, I'll check. But yeah, that order I have to get into the vendor by Monday morning. So we got time. We're good. I gotta check why that filter's off. But yeah, if anyone's here who wants to look at some coral, we do have a ton of coral. If you want to take a look at some of these, we do have a ton of fantastic little pieces. All of my small frags start at $25. We do run a special where we do 6 frags for $200. That includes the free next day shipping. Anyone wants to jump in on that, but we do have a lot of cool things. I don't know if we have any reefers here right now. No, I can go live tomorrow. But this was one of my favorites, the Darth Maul varieties. Yes, I sell freshwater plants, but our stock is low right now. We sell out of plants almost every single week. So the last ones we have are some moneywort. I think these are micro swords. I got a big piece of Anubias back there, and then this is a crypt right here. And I have this Amazon sword, but it looks like he got uprooted, so he started dying back a little bit. But here's another Amazon sword over here. Oh God, yes, we have duckweed. If you want, take all the duckweed you want. That stuff's obnoxious. we try to thin it out as much as we can. Actually, I feed a lot of it to the African cichlids. The African cichlids love it. Somebody's got to love it. Oh, it looks like I have one more bundle of Rotala. No, no, more moneywort. More moneywort. Oh man, those. Yeah. So the super red babies, they are massive. I think I shot a video. I don't think I released it on TikTok. Um, but man, these things are growing. There he is. Look at that. The plants you got, I think if it's guppy grass, you can float it. All the other plants, you have to put their roots into the ground. What about snails on the plants? All right, here's the ugly truth. Yes, there's going to be snails on the plants. That's the way they come in from my vendor. There's a little ram's horn right there. Oh, yes, we're running super low on snails too. I brought 25 of those last week and they're gone already, so we're getting 50 on Wednesday. Um, but I think we went over this yesterday. So we have one blue. I think there's a white somewhere. There was a white and there was a gold. So I know there was three snails. Is this a chestnut? Yeah, it's a chestnut. Yeah, so we have the chestnut. No neorites. But I can definitely get those ordered. They're on the website. Here's another chestnut. I'm gonna pop those two together. But yeah, we get a ton of snail. We get a ton of snails. We get weekly fish orders. Just tell me what you're looking for, and we can get them ordered. When it comes to anemones, yes, we do have anemones for sale. I mean, there's a big rainbow bubble tip right here. He's the size of a small flapjack. And then we got a couple other ones over here. These guys get huge. They were 150. I think today we're doing them at 120, and you get the coupon where it's 10% off the first $20. So if you're interested in the anemone, let me know. We can definitely pop them on the board, and we can get them sent out. You have magenta mystery snails. So what I'm trying to bring in, I'm trying to bring in jade, and I'm trying to bring in the purple, the magenta. I'm trying to get those in. Uh, Again, I can bring in neorites. Just send me a DM. If I have interest, I'll bring in the neorites. Um, yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. There are rabbit snails available through the vendor too, except they're sorted, so I'm not going to know their species or their foot color. But the rabbit snails are available too. Yeah. But yeah, we also have some neocardinias available this week. So we have, I think there's 10 blue shrimp. It just ran. I decided to look at it and it ran. Actually, there's one right there. So we got 10 blues. I'm pretty sure we have 10 reds and 10 yellows this week. So yeah, my old mentor always told me because he used to breed reptiles a lot. His favorite joke was, you know how you become a millionaire selling reptiles? Start off as a billionaire. And I'm glad that Indo Torch has 3 heads. That's really cool. That is so cool. I'm so happy for you. That thing I loved it when it was here. But yeah, when that thing was here, I enjoyed both those torches. And then I have that hollow torch over here too, and I have been babying him. I'm kind of hoping he'll start growing more heads because yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to turning this into a mother colony. Yeah, he looks really good. Flesh band comes down really low, but yeah, I want him to be a mother colony like this one over here that I got from my buddy. This little piece pretty much was just a broken skeleton, but it grows a ton of heads. So we just pop those off and we put them on frag plugs. Same thing with this one. It grows a ton of heads. See, there's a bunch of little baby heads right there. It just continues to grow heads, and we just pop them off. But yeah, flesh bands on them look really good too. They come really really low. Yeah, breeding bettas is fun. We have a pair inside that are breeding right now. Um, yeah, I had one pair lay eggs. My second male, he wasn't doing it, so he got evicted. Here he is in the tank of shame. But he wouldn't make a bubble nest. I even took a scoop of foam from the other guy that made his nest. I put it in the bucket with him, and yeah, he wasn't interested in making a nest. So he's going down here. They do. They are relentless when it comes to chasing the females because they want those eggs. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna. Actually, no. I selected one of the pineapples. So wherever I got the pineapple from, which I think was over here somewhere, I got to put that blue one back. But yeah, we used to breed a ton of bettas back in the day. Um, I stopped. I stopped because work kind of got crazy and I didn't have the time to put into it. But now that we do this full time and we're hitting a nice stride, I'm going to start breeding bettas because that'll help bring down my cost. I'm still going to order bettas from my breeder because he does such an amazing job with them. But if I can mix in a few of my females too into these batches, it'll help me save a little bit. But I still can't beat his quality because look at this gold female he sent me. That is a beautiful gold female. And she's full of eggs too. She's chubby and she's full of eggs. I have and then I have her sister over here. But I didn't take her for breeding because she has a lot more blue. Where is she? There she is. She has a lot more of that yellow tiger kind of blue in the back, and that wasn't the look I was going for this time. I was trying to get more of this solid gold. Yeah, the tail pattern on this female is actually pretty good. You can sort of see that star pattern. So that's another trait that I want to express in them. I want to have that little kind of like the little spokes, the little stars in their tails. Because yeah, if those lines were just a little bit cleaner, she would be a showfish for sure. But yeah, my breeder, he does really well with the fish. I mean, check out his red samurai. Yeah. Now the cool thing, I sold two other samurais. I sold one to Cohen, and someone else got the other one. Um, but the other two had black lines on the edge of their tail. It had this black line, so it just made it really pop up. But yeah, the gold females, they're great. I have one of these inside breeding right now. The other cool thing about them is like look at their scales are so small. It almost looks like they have skin. Like you can see his scales, they're big, they're plated. I mean, even his scales, they're big, they're plated. But yeah, she almost looks like a Hellboy. She almost looks like a yellow Hellboy. But she looks so smooth. Yeah. But yeah, she looks so smooth. It almost looks like she's like two different textures. Like a little gummy bear in the front. Like I said, her sister's good too. I didn't want all that blue. But no, our breeder does really well. Even the Dumbo Platinums. This is the one that we bred inside. So we got two of these going on. And then this is the female that laid the eggs. You see the male took a chunk out of her tail. I put her here, but I'm going to move her to a different tank so we can kind of heal her up. But I'm going to keep her as a breeder. So she's not for sale. But yeah, we have her here because she's going to be the future of that breeding program because I do love this fish. Yeah, I think her personality's great. Her appetite's great. Her fin pattern's great. And yeah, she laid eggs within 2 days of introducing her with the male. 2 days later, she dropped her eggs, and she was very receptive to him too. That made me happy because the second I put them together, they were both dancing with each other. So I was like, this is going to go really well. But yeah, even the pineapples that I get from him, amazing fish. So this guy has a lot more blue on his body, a lot more blue. The other pineapples, they're a little bit cleaner with their colors. There we go. You got damage on your scales. But yeah, we have to get more males next week because my entire bottom rack is empty. We usually have 30 males in stock. I think this week I'll probably have like 14 or 15 males in stock. But again, you guys can always check our shop. You can see what we have in stock. If you want to see something, let me know. We can go walk over there. We are getting more fish on Wednesday, so when we do the Friday show, there's going to be a lot more going on. But the fish that do remain for this week are looking really good. We do have specials on our angel fish. Right now, they're $8 a piece. We have a special 3 for $25 plus your coupon. And I don't know if you saw the video I have from my vendor, but my breeder has thousands of these available. So we are trying to move these angels so he can go ahead and make more pairs. And then we have our discus. We are getting more discus next week too. Uh, can I get the glow angel fish? I can get them. Um, they're gonna be really pricey. I don't know the price on them. I think I saw them somewhere for like 60 bucks, 60, 70 bucks because they're just so new and they get to charge those prices on them. But I can get you those glow angels, no problem. The distributor I use is the largest glowfish distributor in Florida, so we can get them, no problem. Or you can just buy one of my fat little discus. He wants to eat, but it's Saturday. It's a no feed day, and he knows. He knows there's no feed. And we have this gold marble angel over here. Yeah, we got silver angels, and then there was one more subspecies in here. Oh, and I got one female Pristogramma cockatoides. I think we're going to get a couple Agazizi double reds on Wednesday too. People do like these fish. They're very peaceful. They're not the easiest fish to breed, but it is possible. It just takes a lot of patience, a lot of water changes. Talking about small, we also have Battis available this week. We got 25 of these. No, yeah, I might have 25 or 50 of these. I know that's a huge discrepancy, but it's one of those numbers. Our pH varies. Um, so a lot of these tanks, they're just city water. So their pH usually sits around 7, 8 to 8. The only tank that varies is this one over here because Um, we do water changes and we top off with city water. But as the water evaporates, we top off with RO water. So that makes this tank a little bit more acidic sometimes. And then, of course, our marine systems are 8.2 to 8.4. But yeah, MT Plant Eater, if you're interested in those angels, please send me a DM. I'll get you a quote. I'll send you an invoice, and when they come in on Wednesday, I can ship them out as soon as possible. We will honestly probably ship them out the following Monday, so they get to spend the weekend here. I get to observe them, and if they look good, they get shipped out. Again, another little popular fish we have here are the Von Rio Tetra. So these guys are $4 right now. They can be a little nippy, but they're great to have in tanks with larger tetra, larger gouramis, larger barbs, big planted systems. But they add a lot of dynamic movement to your tanks because they never stop. They're always moving. They're always doing something. And then here are more of the baddest. I just lost him. There he is. Little Indonesian micro predator fish. Cute. We're also getting some pea puffers. We're getting 50 pea puffers in on Wednesday. Hopefully that all goes through. We do have Odessa barbs in this week. I think this is a very underrated fish. I think people sleep on this fish. They're very young right now, but they are gonna. You can see the red line starting to form from his eye all the way to the back of his tail. You can see that red line, and he's going to turn pitch black. So he's going to be black on top, black on the bottom, big racing stripe in the middle. So yeah, these guys are very underrated, but they look really good in big planted systems. We also have our white cloud minnows, which are an aquarium staple. These guys are practically indestructible as long as you keep them clean water. We have them. We have them for $4 this week. One of the guys I know started breeding these recently, and he said he got a ton of them, and they've been growing pretty fast. I also think I'm sold out of plecos. Other than the king tiger plecos or the tiger plecos, these guys right here. I think I'm out of all regular plecos. But yeah, we got these two guys that live in Groot's Butt. But I do love their pattern. They have that beautiful orange and black pattern. Oh, we can see his face. But yeah, these guys have been great. They're kind of young, kind of hoping to grow them up a little bit. They are available this week. Normally they're $50, but we're gonna drop them to 40, just because I got to make room. Got to make room for my next fish order. Oh, I do. I do have one more. Well, I don't know if that one's sold or not. It might be sold. I gotta check my notes later. Oh, and then we have our alien, a little blue alien. This one's always so active. Absolutely. Yeah, we have him, and then we have one more darker blue one that lives up here. But he's got a little pug face. He's got a little pug face. Come here. Show me a little pug face. It's like squished. There he is. Yeah, he's got a little pug face. Got a little squish face. Kind of looks like a dolphin. But he is beautiful in his own way. Yeah. Like I said, you can take all the time you need. There's never any pressure. They'll still be here, and I can always get more. But yeah, here's our top seller. Our top seller are always the female betas. If anyone's looking for some beautiful female betas, we got them in this week. Yeah, the one in the tank looks a lot better. That one, he's got a little funny face, but it just means he's distinguished. Any blue and red female betas? There should be a few. Let's see. Let me grab my net. But yeah, we do have a lot of little pretty ones. I think this week they came in with a lot of orange. So they kind of have that orangey kind of base to them. But like this girl, she has the galaxy scales. So she's going to produce some really awesome babies. Talking about pHs. That pH is very neutral. 7.1, 7.2, yeah, that's neutral. Yeah, so I think that's all the girls brought to the front. But like these multicolor right here, I think they're really pretty. This one over here we kind of call like a multicolored cotton candy because it kind of has that pink base to it. But again, you can see a lot of that orange that came in with this week's batch. This one, I really enjoy the iridescence on this one. I mean, watch her as she moves. Yeah, they're very pretty. But yeah, as she moves to the aquarium, you see her tail kind of flickers with color. But that's why I enjoy the iridescent ones. But yeah, if you're looking to start your sorority tank, we got the fish here. We can separate them. and then they can ship on Monday. I think that girl has two different color eyes. Can you see her eyes? Poop around for me. Yeah, this one's really interesting. Look at this one. She has one blue eye, and then she has like a little black eye on the other side. Little blue, little black. Yeah, we ship Mondays and Tuesdays. Yeah, Mondays and Tuesdays, and most orders arrive Wednesday and Thursday. Sometimes I can sneak an order in on Wednesday, but it all depends on if I'm doing aquarium maintenance or not. So I don't do maintenance on Monday. So Monday is just a strictly shipping day, and it takes me from 6 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon to finish packing all the orders. Let's see what else we got this week. We do have our orange chromites. So these guys are an Asian cichlid. These guys are really interesting because one special ability they have, they can actually convert to brackish water. They can actually go into marine. Yeah, these guys are super hard to come across sometimes. They don't come up too often, so anytime they come in, I always order them because I do think they're an amazing fish. But these are the orange chromides. They also come in green. So there's green chromide and there's orange chromides. But they are a fantastic fish. And they're pretty peaceful too. For a cichlid, they're pretty peaceful. And the proof, the proof over here is I have them in with my Asian rummy nose, one of the most sensitive rastaboros on the planet, and they're coexisting, having the time of their lives. There's another Asian rastaboro. Yeah, up here we have a few giant Danios available. Giant Danios are $5 this week. How many do I have left? I have one, two, three, four. I have five left this week. And of course, we have our chili rastaboros. It's really weird. They've been obsessed with that sponge. But yeah, they'll eat tomorrow. It's going good. My shop's done a little bit too good this week because I'm sold out of plants and my room's starting to look real sparse, which is always like a Sunday problem. I'm going to hang out with the corals for a little bit because I feel like I never talk about the corals because I think there's a lot of freshwater people here. But I do want to talk about some of these corals because some of these corals, like the Irish Spring Fabia right here, absolutely love this piece. We have one, two, three. We got three heads right now. But I love that shine under the actinic lights. I love to watch that neon green and then that neon orange. Just pops. Yeah, it's always the startup is always the worst part. Um, but it gets easier. The bigger you go, the easier it gets. I mean, if you want to see, my system is nothing to brag about. I have one little overflow box over here that goes to my sump, that goes to my filter sock. I got some live rock here, protein skimmer, and it goes back to my return pump. So again, nothing high tech here. This is bare bones. Um, yeah, yeah. It's just the investment you're going to put into it is going to be the most. The most important thing that I'm going to tell you though is don't skimp on your light. Make sure you get yourself a good quality light. I didn't say expensive. I said good quality. Because this light right here is one of the higher end lights. This is the Radeon XR15. This little light cost me, I think it cost me like $1,000 or $700. Super expensive. Um, and I'm gonna be honest, it's just okay. It is just okay. Um, a friend gave me this old AI Prime. Look how old this is. 2 pucks. This light was built back in like 2016. But this light right here grows coral so much better than my Radeon XR15. Yeesh. I say it's an expensive hobby. I mean, to keep this room fully stocked, like I have to spend at least $1,000 a week, um, just to keep these tanks full of fish. Yeah, I like the AIs more than the Radeons, and I know they're the same company now. I can program the AI primes, and they will do exactly what I tell them to do. The Radeons, oh my god, I program these guys like 5 times a day. I have a meme that I made with my Radeon light, but it's like 60% of the time it works every time. But yeah, like I said, these are okay. I'm not gonna hate on them too much. I think they're a little pricey for what they do. Yeah, they're a little pricey for what they do. They're just okay. They're mid. But the AI, even this older, outdated one with the burnt out puck, this guy grows coral like it's nobody's business. I mean, this pectinia right here. I'll show you this pectinia. When this thing came in, this thing was brown. This was the ugliest thing in the world. And under the AI primes, this thing has grown so much. It's colored up so much. It does super, super well. And I'm going to contribute that to good water quality, good light, and just good fish keeping skills. But yeah, I even keep my clams, my two little baby clams. We keep those under the AI primes because they're just phenomenal lights, and the clams do really well with them. So yeah, AI prime. You'll save some money and you'll get a decent light. What else do I have here? I have this rainbow favia. Rainbow favia. He's been a really good piece since he's came in. We have the biohazard favia. Now this guy got burned a little bit. I think the anemone touched him, so I lost some of this coral, but we popped him back, and he's grown pretty well. He's actually growing over his plug right there, so that's a really good sign. You can see on my frag rack, I have one of my leptoceras kind of broke off, and it grew onto the frag rack itself. So yeah, I'm waiting for this little piece down here to grow a little bit more, and then we'll kind of scrape that off, and we'll try to frag that when it gets bigger. But yeah, I even think this Parites, yeah, he was stuck. Yeah, he was stuck, and he left a little bit of himself behind. No, you don't have to get the shipping upgrade if you get the Moray. He should be fine. But yeah, it's our little green and red Parites. So yeah, when we ship the Moray, we're gonna ship them in a 12 by 12 box, and then he's gonna get bagged in our biggest bag. Yeah, last time he ate was on Friday, so hopefully he passes a little poop, and then we'll get him bagged up and we'll get him shipped out. But yeah, we pack a lot of water, we pack a ton of oxygen in there, and yeah, they should be absolutely fine. We'll do $40 on them. I can let them go for 40. These are one of my favorites. Right, Leptocera. You want me to put them up on the board? Okay. Let's go to Mr. Eel. You don't want to say cheese to me now? Where are you? Boop. There he is. All right, so we got the moray eel, $40. Quantity one. And he's pinned to the board. Yeah, yeah. I think they call these the marble deal. But yeah, you can see that pattern on them. The one Cheyenne is getting, it's in the back and it's way darker. But congratulations! Now I have one eel left, and now I have to make the decision whether I'm gonna buy him or whether I'm gonna leave him in the shop. That's gonna be the toughest decision I have to make all week because I really like him, but I'm also trying to run a business too. These are freshwater moray eels, so these are they call them the marbled. So we have one left in stock, and that's my guy. That's my guy off to the back over here. I wish my camera would focus. But yeah, they are a truly freshwater moray eel. You see his little face right there? They are from South America, but yeah, they do not convert to saltwater at all. They don't go brackish, they just stay fresh their entire lives. And they are so cute. Yeah, I can check. I can check. The last time I tried to order a 18-inch fire eel from the vendor, and then they called me the next day. And they were like, "Oh, um, like I said, I'll sell the last one. I'll just order more. I'll post them for you, no problem." I'll post them for you. But yes, they love tilapia fillet. So if you buy a whole tilapia, just cut it into little slivers, like 1 inch by like half inch, and they will take them down. They also love Gulf Coast shrimp and ghost shrimp. They love ghost shrimp too, and they will eat feeder fish. But I don't like feeding them feeders. I think it's gross. But let me pin the boy. Freshwater moray. We'll do him at $40 plus shipping. He's on the board. Yeah, it's a lot cleaner. It's a lot cleaner. There's a lot of good fat in that tilapia. My fish do really well on it. Congratulations! All right, so we are sold out of moray eels for the week. It's bittersweet. I'm excited to see them in their new homes. If you guys ever want to send me videos of the moray eels in their new habitats, having the time of their lives, definitely send me those DMs. I love to see videos of the fish once they leave here. But yeah, the last two eels I have are the two zigzag eels. But yeah, they'll probably be happy to have the tank to themselves this week until I get more. I'll probably order more on Monday now. These chili reservoirs have really been coloring up. That's my finger. Let me zoom out. Here we go. Yeah, that's what they do. I never see these guys. This is the most they've been out. But yeah, they usually just poke their little heads out, they eat, and then they go back under the sand. That's why I was so happy when I got the morays, because I was like, yeah, they're always doing something. They're always exploring, they're always moving, they're always digging, they're always doing something. But these guys, I think I'm going to leave a mop spawner in here. I'm going to test my luck and see if I can get these guys to breed. I don't think it'll be that tough. All right, so the eels sold out. I'm so glad. Oh, that's right. We have like 15 clown loaches coming in next week too. I feel like I have so many fish coming in, and then when I open the boxes, I'm always like so underwhelmed. I'm like, I could have done more. But yeah, we're getting 50 neon tetras again next week. Neon tetra, they sell so well too. Oh man, yeah, heaters worry me. So in this room, we don't run heaters in our aquariums. The only tank that gets a heater is the beta system. But everybody else, we just ambient air. Right now, my assistant, I guess, might have dropped this, but yeah, usually we keep this at 80 degrees, and that keeps everybody around like the mid 70s. Yeah, yeah, all my tanks are mid 70s. Yeah, we heat the room. The water picks up that temperature throughout the. It picks up that heat energy throughout the day, and then at night it releases that energy back into the environment. So the tanks, that water is keeping this room warm. Because yeah, we insulated. We have like 4 inches of insulation behind this wall. So yeah, this room gets real toasty, but all my tanks stay pretty much stable in temperature. And when we build the greenhouse, because we're getting the greenhouse and we're putting it in front of the shop over here, we're gonna have a ton of water in there, and that up heat throughout the day and dissipated throughout the night. Yeah, the only time while I'm doing my streams, I keep this door open because I don't like hearing the echo of my voice in here. But yeah, we're still hot. We're Texas. Texas is always hot. We always have like 80-degree, 90-degree nights. But yeah, guys, feel free to stop by the shop, scroll through our selections, see what we have available. Ask me. We can go walk over. We can go see any of these fish. If there's something that piques your interest, let me know. If you're interested, we'll post it on the board. You can purchase it from the screen, and all our fish ship out on Monday. In Tennessee, it's already 40 degrees. I don't know, man. I'm from New Jersey. That sounds like beach weather. But yeah, we have some major thunderstorms coming in. tonight. But yeah, I'm going to say tonight's probably still around 70, 75. I'm actually driving through Tennessee in December. I'm going to drive to New Jersey with my wife. We're going to go visit my daughter for the holidays. But we always drive through Tennessee. I stop in Memphis. I spend a night in Memphis, and then I drive the rest of the 16-hour trip to New Jersey the next day. I'll be honest though, I've been in Texas for the last 8 years, and Texans are funny because as soon as it gets like 80 degrees, people start wearing sweaters. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Here, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys something really cool. So this little wrasse, um, he came in through one of my vendors, and he just kept losing weight. He was almost as thin as a credit card by his like third week of being here, and I started to get really worried. So we put praziquantel in his water. We gave him dewormer. We've been feeding him twice a day, and he really bulked up. He's not like 100% recovered, but he's not as thin as a credit card anymore. So I'm pretty sure he was wormy when he came in, but I'm pretty sure he has no worms now because he looks really good. His color looks really good. He came in really pale. Um, so yeah, that is a success story. I'm really happy. Um, we do put a lot of work into these fish. Like I would never sell a fish if it wasn't 100%. But yeah, we put a lot of food, a lot of medication, a lot of care into these animals because they do deserve it, right? Look at you. Boop. He's like, I deserve it twice as much. You do, little buddy. A tulip eel? I've never heard of that. Is it saltwater? Are you talking about a ribbon eel or a garden eel? Maybe. Oh, I guess after see him, I'm gonna have to check out Submerged Aquatic Shop and see how he's doing. See what he's got over there. See what they got over there. You guys want to hear an embarrassing story when I first started my business? You'll like this one. So I had a kid on TikTok who hit me up, and he told me how much he liked my little shop and he liked my videos, and he asked me if I was interested in buying some transparent ram's horn snails that he had in stock. And I was like, "Wow, that sounds really cool." And I think he quoted me like $25 for I forgot how many packs of them. And then I realized that if you keep ram's horn snails in RO water, low minerals, their shell becomes so thin they become transparent, and you can see their little bodies. And I was like, wow, I almost paid money for that. Whoops. I was like, I almost got. Someone almost sold me their garbage, and I would have bought it. But you you know what? Yeah, respect. He almost got me. That was a good one. Game recognized game. All right, guys. So we're getting down to our last 10 minutes. Is there something you want to see on the stream? Again, go ahead, check our shop. If there's any fish that you're looking for, please send me a DM. We are doing our fish order. It's being placed tomorrow at 11 o'clock Central Time, 11 a.m. So if you can get me your request before then, I can get you a quote. I can make you an invoice, and when I confirm the fish is packed, I can send you the invoice. You guys can pay it, and we can ship out the fish as soon as possible. But yeah, today this order is going to be mostly fresh. There is going to be some coral frags that come in. I don't know if I'm going to get the 50 frags that I want, but I might get 10 to 15 just to test out the new vendor because I haven't bought saltwater from them yet. But their freshwater has been amazing, so I'm hoping their saltwater is the same. And if not, we'll be back next week with a bunch of new fish. And we'll have a good time again. Oh, remember, before you guys leave, you can follow us on our social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. We post daily videos about the fish that we have in the shop, different projects that we're working on. We do fish unboxings. Any fish that gets ordered, on Monday, we do a video of us packing the fish and them going to the post office. I try to be as open and transparent as possible. That's why I love these lives because it gives you an opportunity. You can see my fish room. It's not the biggest fish room in the world, but it's taken care of very well. And we're only going to grow from here. But yeah, other than that, if there's no other, what's up top? I got red cherry shrimp in here somewhere. There's blue shrimp, so I think there's 20 cherries, 10 blue, and 10 yellow. There we go. There's another one. But yeah, we're going to end up upgrading these whole systems. We're going to drop them down, and we're going to run a bunch of 10 gallons going this way. But I'll probably get started on that in December. And those are my baby super red plecos. And there's a random black worm. Oh, that's the last thing I should tell you guys. We do carry blackworms. We have live Daphnia, we have blackworms, we have Mona, we have marine phytoplankton, we have freshwater phytoplankton. So if you guys ever want to see those products, let me know. We can bring them out. Oh, the blackworms, we feed that to our freshwater fish. They're super high in protein, and the fish lose their minds for them. So the pea puffers go crazy for them. They also don't like me watching them too much. Only when I want them to do it are they going to be shy. There we go. Blackworms, they go for $5 a portion, and a portion is 2 teaspoons. But these we have to send cold, so we usually we have a bunch of free ice packs. Every time I get an order, we always get ice packs. The bichers will eat them. The eels, I think they're too small, so they don't bother with them. But what we do is we build a secondary compartment in your shipping box, and we put the ice pack in there, and we put the blackworms on top of the ice pack, and then we seal them up, and then we put the fish on top of them. So we just create a little side section to keep your blackworms cold. But I'll tell you what, they're really stinky. So when they ship for 2 days, they smell. Best thing you can do: open the bag, rinse them off, pop them in a new Tupperware, and barely, I barely keep watering them. You see how dry they are? They don't like to be submerged underwater. They like to stick out a little bit. That one dried out a little bit too much. But anyway, guys, I hope to see you guys follow me on TikTok. Um, what's my? Oh my God, that's way too close. It's way too close. Nobody likes that. Anyway, it's Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.